a simple demonstration onto the reconciliation rulings for GTC flat file connections from a trusted recon source. So I've created a generic connector. Quickly load that up. Minimize that. Do a search. This is the connector that I've had. Add the edit parameters, and you can see I've already put in the directory, the archiving, the prefix, etc. If I then go to continue, very simple, a number of attributes, and then I've included as part of the staging, the reconciliation staging, the mandatory fields. Click close, all sorted, all set. Okay, let's give that a close. So when I go into scheduler, let's just move that down. I'm going to scheduler and scroll down and see my GTC connection. I'll run now, and then it will give me some error saying that the minimum length, etc., should be with respect to a minimum length of 1. So this relates to the current. This relates to the reconciliation ruling. So to do this, if you make any changes to the generic connector, then you lose that current state of the ruling itself. So what you need to do is go into the design console, find out the resource object name. So have a quick look. Click on the resource object table. It's that one. Get the name, give it a copy, and then go into the reconciliation rules. You should, if I do a search, I won't find any queries, any records rather. So what I need to do is add a recon ruling name. For the purpose, just call it 1, and then description of recon HR GTC, and then give it a save. So then once you've done that, click on add a new rule element, scroll down to find user's login, and then equals, and then your attribute file, attribute name that resides within your data feed. So in this case, it's login, and I don't want to do any transformations. Give that a save. No, save. Okay, it's probably just saved already. Let's just make sure. Okay, so it's already saved. Make sure it's active, very critical. Give that a save, then go to resource objects, find the resource object again that we were using, I think it's that one. Go into the object recon and create a new recon profile. So now if I go back, I should be able to copy. Okay, so in my imports I have the HR data. Let's have a quick look. As I mentioned, I've got the login as a unique identifier that I'm using the correlation rulings to, and then just bringing in simple, fairly simple, just bringing in one user, just making sure it works. Give that a quit. Let's scroll down here. So if we go into scheduler again, it should give it a bash. So now we don't actually see the error again that we scroll down. And then the user should, the data file actually has gone into the archive that I've created, which is where it is. Hopefully if I have a look at the data, self-service, go into users, do a search, and then there's a guy, David Rogers, that I've added. So I hope that took me a little while to figure out what was going on there, but if you see this error, then I hope that sort things out for you. Okay,